It is bound to happen. The lease on your apartment or maybe the rate on your home needs to be renewed at some point this year. And do you know you can negotiate a lower rate for your apartment rate or even the price you pay for your home? It is true. And Chris Schilling of Turbo Realty here to tell us how. So let's start with home rentals. What do we need to do here?
So with a home rental, you're trying to get the best deal, and so you're looking for that. So whenever you're doing your search, you want to get your real estate agent to help you find homes that have been on the market a little bit longer. That means that they've been vacant. And if they've been vacant, the homeowner, the landlord, is going to be a lot more negotiable, a lot more interested in getting that rate and getting you in pretty quick. And
you say that you can type in a zip code, or your real estate agent can do that to find those homes?
You bet. So if you go to HAR.com, the Houston Association of Realtors website, you can type in the zip code that you're interested in. So if you don't know the specific subdivision, you can look and do a radius search based on where you work, and you can find homes that are rental properties that are close to where you want to be.
All right, let's talk about apartments. This is a problem that I'm having right now. They are increasing my rent an enormous amount. So I want to know, what can people do if they are in the same boat?
So whenever you're looking at apartments, one of the things that you don't know is that the apartments have gotten very sophisticated. So whenever they're looking at the number of apartment units that are available, if you're looking at the specific floor plans, you ask that apartment leasing manager how many of those do they have available. So if they've got 18 or 20 of the one-bedroom A plan, those are going to be the ones that are going to be more negotiable. So as you move through time and as they lease those up, the system will automatically increase the rate based on the productivity, based on how many other people are leasing that particular unit. So the fewer that are available, the higher the price. The more that are available, the better your price is going to be.
Okay, what about if you're already living in a unit, though, Mr. Chris?
Yeah, so if you're already living in a unit, it's kind of tough, but you can go back to them and you could say, okay, I'm willing to sign an extended lease. I'm willing to do 24 months. I'm willing to do 13 months. So if you extend out that term, they're going to be more negotiable because they know that they've got you for a longer period of time.
And then there's something called a diplomatic clause. So let's say you can only live in that space for 12 months, but you're going to opt for the 14-month because you can get a couple of months free, right?
Yeah, so one of the things that we run into in Texas, and particularly Houston, is we have so many folks that are moving in and out. You're here for 2 or 3 years, and then you have to move on or get transferred.
You've got the medical district, you've got the oil and gas industry, right?
Bet. So what we need to do is those guys will have what's called a diplomatic clause. A lot of companies will call it different things, but at the end of the day, what it is it clearly defines what it costs to break your lease early. And it may be a couple months, it may be a dollar amount, but you need to know exactly how much it's going to cost you to get out of the lease. So if you do sign a 24-month, that you know what that cost is up front. So if you do get relocated, maybe you can negotiate that as part of your relocation package.
And you say that everything is negotiable, including what that diplomatic clause states, how much you pay if you need to get out of your lease?
Everything's negotiable. And so while the leasing managers may not be able to lower the actual cost of the rent, they may be able to do other things like improve the quality of the apartment. They may be able to put in hardwood floors. They may be able to do other things. They may be able to put in new carpet and modify the lease in terms that help you that may not just be dollars. So everything's negotiable. You just have to ask.
All right. Thanks so much. Chris Schilling, Turbo Realty. He really helps us out here. Thank you so much.